It is Brog, and it appears he's going with his Ice Climbers.
Yeah.
His calling card.
He's finally going back to his roots, you know, because he realized his Sheik wasn't good. And he realized that, well, no, I don't mean good, but, like, I mean his Sheik wasn't, like, going to get to the next level good. You know what I mean?
Perhaps. And then,
or maybe it would have, but he just got frustrated trying it.
I mean, I think he just kind of, I don't know what reasons he has for playing ICs, but, you know, you do you, and we'll see how it goes. He is playing against Pi-Lingual. Notoriously, Samus is pretty strong in this matchup, right?
Yeah, I was saying earlier how a lot of characters are notoriously good against Ice Climbers.
And they can still lose, right?
Yeah. Like a lot of not particularly good characters are notorious. Like, well, I think Luigi's pretty good. Luigi's is notorious for taking out. Like, if you look at the Tafo stats, like, Luigi's have just been just beating Ice Climbers for, like, the last, like, what, 6 years? Something like that.
He just gets the wobble off of a down smash startup. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can't face the wrong way right next to an Ice Climbers and expect not to get grabbed. A punish from Brog.
Oh. Brog is pretty, he looks like he's back in his old form.
You think so? I can't really tell from one stock, but I guess we'll find out. Back air rising up the stage. It's kind of like a lot of Sheiks do that, right?
True. Well, I mean, I mean, it's hard to say. Like you said, one stock in the first game, but like he at least looks like he's been playing Ice Climbers again. Well, just as I say that, misses a wave dash. I'm scared.
He's always been a player to sort of like recognize how someone is trying to get around his Ice Climbers and then sort of countering that. So it's nice to see him like from the get-go, you know, putting out a little shack up air, short hop auto cancel.
Yeah.
Try to like read the Samus jumping around, because this is not. When I picture this matchup, I picture it a little bit like that. Jabs and forward tilts, a little bit of wave dashing, and it hasn't been a lot of that from Pi-Lingual so far. So we'll see if you can pick it up a little bit more, even when there's two Ices around. I think you can still do it when there's two Ices just fine. They won't be able to punish you.
Well, what I found is Ice Climbers really struggle with characters with really good down smashes.
Wow.
Oh, did he get a wobble off of a raw grab? Okay, he did.
Well, it was a shield grab off of that down air. I think the down air wasn't spaced very far away, and even if it was safe, perhaps it was more like even rather than positive. You know.
You're right. This is the Brog we actually all know and love. This is the one that, like,
if they're gonna throw themselves at you to get grabs, grab them.
Yeah. Well, see, this is what I was saying earlier. Like, regardless of how I feel about wobbling, like, if you give it to them, like, it's free. It's free and it's legal.
Yeah.
So they might as well take it, and you just gave it to them.
Well, I mean, honestly, no matter what character you're playing, if they're giving you, someone's giving you like plentiful free punishes.
Yeah, free death.
You're probably you're not going to be looking too strong anyway.
Yeah.
The Ices just have a more noticeable, devastating punish.
Yes. It's the grappler, sort of, right?
Yes. That hurt, and Jigglypuff too, maybe. Sometimes Falcon or Ganon.
Oh right. Yeah. Okay.
Pretty much all those guys got some qualities. I like that Nair, yes. So Nana's always going to try to jump back to the ledge there. So knowing the computer AI, and that's something you can practice at home. I'm going to call you guys who lose to Ices because you don't know what Nana's going to do. You can practice against Nana just by plugging in another controller and hitting Popo away and seeing what Nana will do.
Yeah.
Now, it's always the same.
Now some of you smart people out there will say, but snacks, they're CPUs. Well, fun fact, Nana is actually a CPU. At all time.
All the time. Well, that's not true. When she's not desynced, you actually control her, and she's 6 frames behind, right?
Yeah.
But as long as the Nana's not attached to Popo, she will do predictable actions, and she is beatable the same way as a CPU would be, like that jump back to the ledge.
Exactly. Nice shot. Not Hugo, though, but still a nice shot. Wait, did he set it up in time? He did.
Yep.
This is vintage Braga, and you could see one of the main things about a punish that's this noticeably devastating, as you put it, is that you can see the mental damage it does. Like, just look at the player cam.
Yeah.
After a while, you know, like, especially when this happens.
There you go. And
take a look.
And you know what? Like, this
take a look.
And this is what Brog's actually so good at. He gets an unsafe missile. I think it was a missile. He does a wave dash out of shield grab. He knows, like, all right, this guy's down. He feels like he either needs to kill me now, or I'm just going to lose anyway. So knowing that, he knows that he's going to start throwing out some moves, trying to hold the center, and he just does Blizzard Grab.
Yeah.
It was basically a read. I mean, yes, you can get out of Blizzard Grab by, you know, like SDI, but
he didn't see it coming.
But yeah.
All right, so we're back in 2015, and Brog's on the come up again. And wow, He could have mashed out, it feels like, at 0, but he just didn't match up in time.
Didn't try. Oh, we have Smokey. Are you?
Oh, he's doing the slow one too.
Are you Smokey right now? Or are you Griffith or what?
Smokey.
Yeah, Smokey Blunts is in the building, cheering for wobbling.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the legend.
Yeah.
He's doing the slow wobble with the down tilt. He's gonna take forever.
Yep, and that might be on purpose.
I think he.
Not a hurt feelings out here.
Yeah, I was just saying, you can see in the player cam, it really is affecting him. Even though he's trying to stay in it, these little grimaces, you know, you can feel it. Even if you don't look at your opponent or you don't see them,
you can tell.
You can tell. You can hear the, you know, you can hear it. You know when you're and that's music to the ears of Ice Climbers players.
You know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about, like, if I'm Pi-Lingual and I don't play Samus, and I wouldn't be able to execute it, but I have a strategy in my head that I think could change things up a little bit. So Brog's doing these call-outs, he's reading the emotions of his opponent, right? And I think the only thing you can do is continue to build your mix-up game. So I think sometimes you sort of, like, you come towards them, and sometimes, you know, you throw out, like, the safe forward tilt, and then the jab, whatever. And other times you sort of go forward, and then you move back. And if they wave dash towards you, then you get them. I feel like there's a lot of, not very happy about the wobble, it seems like. And then, like, when the Ices don't know what you're going to do next, they can't just go grab you. It's a lot more difficult than that. And then the Ices gets in the corner. From the corner, since their wave dash is removed, all they can do is stand there and pray.
Right.
So, you know, maybe try mixing things up from a spatial sense. Because I think, like, you know, runaway feint is fine. But it's been a lot of either that or just go directly right in. Okay. I'd like to see a sort of like, hey, I'm coming in, psych.
Yeah, something to make him think. Like, Ice Climbers are definitely a thinking man's character.
And so Samus, honestly.
Yeah, a lot of the Samus players, you know, notorious for believing that they're Einstein. But they're both. Well, I guess that's why the rivalry. I mean, I'm thinking of shootout and hugs here, but it happens, I guess, at a lot of cases when you see a. Oh, he lost his grapple. Oh, this is looking bad. But you see a lot of times when this matchup happens.
Look how desperate he is for the hit. You don't have to be Brog to recognize that dash attack into forward tilt.
Yeah, that's desperation right there. All right, he has a chance to kill now, and that gets it done.
Yeah, good execution there. You were telling a story. Go ahead.
Right, so you notice like a rivalry that always seems to happen whenever these two characters meet, regardless of who the player is. It's almost like the pride in the Marth Ditto. For example, when somebody out dash dance grabs you, you feel like an extra loss. It's similar in this matchup when you get outsmarted. You'll see the grimace or a little, you know, a head shake. It's like a pride thing.
Because you're being beat at your own game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting
Speaking of your own game, if I may, you and I always talk about, of all the characters, if you're a traditional fighting game player and you're not playing Peach because there's sort of, you can not go in there.
Yeah.
Samus has this boxing style, this grounded boxing style you can use. And honestly, Pi-Lingual is not harping on that style as much as you'd expect. And I assume it's partially because Ices are so scary on the ground.
Probably so. He's going for like a lot of these down airs, almost like he's trying to play Captain Falcon or something. And a lot of times they're unsafe. All right, he got him with a double spot dodge.
That's so scary, spot dodging against Ices like that. Because if they wait just a second, they get a free grab and it's over.
You know, this is still not impossible. He just gets him with the get over here grab.
Yeah, so Brog was shielding a lot. And, you know, Pi-Lingual...
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. And Pi-Lingual was aware to get the grab at the end. Unfortunately, maybe that adaptation came a little too late.
Yeah.
So Brog able to take our second set of the day.
Yeah. It looked like Pi-Lingual kind